You're watching The Breakfast Club.
Morning, everybody. It's DJ Envy, Angela Yee, Charlamagne the God. We are The Breakfast Club. Y'all gonna let him come Super Bowl week when his Atlanta Falcons is in the Super Bowl?
Yeah, that way.
That's why he in here dressed like he running for office.
Yeah, now see, nigga, I'm dressed like I'm running a company.
There you go. There you go.
Okay, all right.
He almost called himself till he almost said nigga, but then he said, hey, I'm nigga. Hey, I'm dressed like I'm running a company.
That's too. They don't pay enough.
Now, you made an album, Us or Else, man. A great album, Letter to the System.
Thank you.
Reflects exactly what's going on in our country right now. How did you know now was the time to make that kind of body of work?
Well, I mean, all of the things that continue to take place in the community, man. I mean, we can't bear witness to the kinds of atrocities that are going on right now, and not be affected. And us being affected as artists, you know, we are the voice. You know, we the voice of the community. So if we're affected, then we're supposed to use our platform to be the voice for those who ain't got a voice to speak for themselves.
Which you have been doing a lot. I love the open letters that you've been doing.
Right on.
Also, and basically calling people out, because sometimes artists feel like they shouldn't be political, and they don't want to make
That's
those.
fine.
Right, and they don't feel like they're role models. But at the end of the day, people do look to you as an example if they admire you and your music.
Sure, but I don't think that every artist, you know, has the responsibility or the obligation to do that. Only if you're passionate about it. Only if it's something that you genuinely really like care about. Just even if you don't want to be political, like just don't say nothing to go against it. You know, don't say nothing to go against it.
Yeah.
Don't say all lives matter.
We had a conversation up here about when you did an open letter to Lil Wayne.
Right.
And we was saying, well, I think
we.
me and you was saying that we thought that, well, we don't know if you did, that a conversation beforehand would have been better if it wasn't one there. Yeah. Was there a conversation beforehand?
Nah, it wasn't. It wasn't. And I mean, I understand that. And to be honest with you, man, that's like the hardest. That was the most difficult thing that I had to do in my, I guess, me on my journey of taking my stand or whatnot. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Because that's somebody who I really, really consider like I really do consider him still a partner of mine. And I don't think that correction is not, you know, saying that, okay, well, it's time to throw you away now. You know what I'm saying? It's like, hey man, what's going on? You know what I mean? What are you doing? And the reason that it was public is because it wasn't really more so addressed to him than it was the people who follow him. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Like it's as a leader, you know, whether we accept that responsibility or not, it's people who follow us, just like she said. And you know, I just want to make sure that they know that as a community that we can't go for that.
I agree with that. Because before you even said it, I said T.I. needs to call him out, because if you're going to publicly make that statement, somebody got to publicly denounce it.
I mean, and mind you, I'm the one, who pretty much, like, I speak up for bro all the time, because you know that ain't the first thing that has been said that was kind of, you know what I'm saying, that could have been taken as critical. Like when I think I was on the Roland Martin show, TV one over in Washington, D.C., right after, I think it was a statement saying that, you know, racism doesn't exist or something like that. And I was like, hey, well, my brother, he wasn't prepared for that question. Just give him a time, you know what I'm saying, so he can make a proper statement and clarify himself. Like, so, and then like, I think like a week after that, that's when the next thing came out. Mm-hmm. So at that point, it's kind of like, man, you know, as a partner, man, you see, as a friend, you see, I'm taking this stand right here. Like, man, like, don't say nothing that gonna directly go against that. Mm-hmm. But I still, you know, everything I said was said out of love. You know what I'm saying? And in a way, I said it so other people wouldn't have a platform to.
Have you spoken to him yet?
Nah, I ain't spoke to him since. You know, we'll speak.
And then he put out the alleged "F-U," which was supposed to be for that statement.
I mean, that's fine.
It could have been to everybody though, because a lot of people was going at him.
Nah, but that's fine though. That's fine.
Right.
I don't take that personally. I mean, I understand. Mm-hmm. You know, as a man, we gonna defend ourselves at all times through thick, thin, right and wrong. I understand that.
Oh, we got to applaud T.I. too.
What happened?
On stage when you were performing, the old T.I.
You done changed a lot.
The old T.I.
You changed a lot, my brother.
The old T.I.
I'm not gonna lie, we had a good time with that.
And I saw you think about it. That's what made me say, you know what, T.I. has changed a lot. Because I watched you think about it. After that man grabbed your ass, you stopped and you looked around and you made a good judgment call.
You made a good judgment call.
Because I knew what your old T.I. would have done.
We all said the old T.I.? Oh, my goodness.
Hey, man. You know what, man? I just didn't want to get kicked out of Canada, man. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't trying to have the headline be, you know, I jump on a fan in Canada, and you know what I'm saying?
That wasn't a fan, though. That was McConan. They said it was McConan who did it.
Wow, you know, hey, man, that between you and him. That between you and him, bro.
Now, I saw the letter to Obama, the letter to Trump. It's supposed to be a 3-part series. It's going to be a letter to America, right?
Yes, I already put it out.
They already put out
you missed one.
I missed one.
They were consecutive.
Now, what's the difference between engaging via letter and going to Trump Tower and saying that to Trump's face?
Well, I mean, to be honest with you, I ain't really got I don't have no objection nor no desire to go there. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't, like, first of all, if it's going to be a meeting and I'm going to be involved with it, I'm going to include somebody in the meeting that's smarter than me.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? I'm going to get Congressman John Lewis, Minister Farrakhan, Ambassador Young,
Absolutely.
Somebody to come in here and, you know, translate this political jargon for me, please.
You're not just gonna go take a picture as a press opportunity and let that.
That's so lame to me, man. You know what I'm saying? And then, like, you know, even if it is gonna be a conversation, I don't think there's nothing wrong with sitting down with anybody, no matter how different your opinions may be, and try to see how you can work together to make some progression. But what must be addressed first and foremost is the disrespectful, hurtful comments that were made on the campaign, because if we gonna come to the table and try to make an attempt to move forward, we must have a mutual respect for one another.
Absolutely.
I can't work on the same side as you if we don't have this mutual respect for one another. So we must address. The first thing I'm gonna say is, so what was with the bullshit you was on, like, you know, during the campaign? Like, what's up with that? Like, that must be addressed before I stand next to you and talk about how good of a man you are.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's my only.
So, because it's going to come a point where we have to engage. Like, throughout the history of the civil rights struggle, it's been engaged, it's been resistance.
But it seems like Donald Trump isn't open to people criticizing him or not
at all
being on the same side as him. It seems like he attacks you and looks at you as his enemy.
Hey, man. Well, then how he imagined for us to look at him with what he say about us?
That's a fact.
You know what I'm saying? How would he imagine if that's how he feel about people who go at him? How he think we feel about people who go at us? And that's that on that.
I just feel like this is a crazy time for our country just because of the meetings that he's been having, the things he's been tweeting.
Sure.
And the policies that he's trying to put into place.
Yeah, man, you know, it's disheartening. I really don't, you know. I tried to be optimistic about it, but, you know, the whole, what is it, Muslim ban or travel ban, like, that was like, oh, man, yeah, okay, well, safe to say I was right. You know what I mean? And then, you know, to see all the people who say they voted for him, and they like, man,
changing their mind.
I kind of fucked up, y'all. You know, that's crazy. But one thing about it, man, I'm a firm believer that there is a higher power and he's in control of all. So regardless, something's gonna happen if the higher power that I know is everything that I know him to be, and he gonna intervene at some point.
Oh, absolutely.
But you know what I mean?
You did say you said on the Us Hilltop, tell Grandma gone with all them prayers now.
Yeah, but I ain't got to pray for it to happen. It's just gonna happen. You know what I mean? Universe gonna call for it. It's bigger than me, bigger than him. It's bigger than all this. It's gonna happen.
But it is time for action for all of us too. I think that's one of the main things that we're learning from all of this is that people do have to be entrepreneurs, have to come together and support each other. And
you have to educate yourself outside of the institution. You know what I'm saying? Just understand the institution is not designed to teach you how to be a boss of yourself. The institution is designed to teach you how to work up under them and how to do what they need you to do to serve their purpose. So if you want to learn things on how to be an entrepreneur, how to build your own brands and, you know, do your own thing, you got to educate yourself outside of the system.
Now, how do you look at Barack Obama seeing that when Donald Trump comes in, it seems like he's getting stuff done, whether it's positive or whatever it is? Feels like Barack Obama was not as aggressive.
No, Barack was signing a lot of executive orders too. He used to get flack for that.
I mean, man, listen, to be honest with you, I believe in anything you do, I don't care what it is. In this country, you gonna have more support and a better time doing it as a white man. I don't give a damn what you're doing. You
Just strength in numbers.
Period.
Yeah.
You know, they gonna support whatever it is. They gonna stand there, they gonna support it until they can't support it no more. And you know, for us, we just don't have the complexion for the connection like that. You know what I'm saying? We just ain't got that automatic nod when it comes to, you know, just actions and decisions. So I mean, I understand how it may look like that, but he just got the pendulum swings so far in his direction in a different way.
Now, you on the letter to Trump, you said you now past bitter, you on your way to better.
Yeah.
Do you feel like you kind of losing that understanding a little bit now, based off what we seeing now?
Man, you know, it's just confirmation for me. I'm still not bitter. Like, it is what it is, man. It's just confirmation. Like, one thing I am, I'm a pessimist anyway. You know,
You always think the worst?
Hell yeah, I'm cynical as hell. I just don't. I expect people to be full of shit off top.
I refuse to believe that, yeah.
I just do.
Based off everything we've seen you come through.
Right.
I know
Based off
it.
saving people's
You have to
lives
feel like
off
you are
buildings.
blessed.
Yeah.
Pulling people out of cars. I don't believe you're a pessimist, sir.
Yeah, I am. I mean, you know, those are things that I do incoherently. I don't think there's no thought applied to this. I'm talking about, like, if somebody walks in here, okay, and it off hello, I'm assuming at some point in time he's gonna reveal that he's full of shit to me. You know what I'm saying? That's just how I feel.
That's most people, though. That's just the way.
That's how I feel.
Past experiences.
You know,
Hey,
but
man.
no, you have some people. No, you have some people who feel like, wait a minute, we don't know he's full of shit yet. Wait a minute, let's give him a chance.
Yeah.
Nah, you get no chance.
That's how I
When you
am.
change the way you
get
look
no
at things, the
chance.
things you look at change, man.
You get no chances. You get no chances. You gonna be off top, man. You foolish. You bogus.
So what does a person got to do to show you he's not full of shit? Just
You gotta be solid. You gotta continue.
But what if people looked at you like that?
That's fine. I'm all right with that. I'm all right with that.
All right.
now, what do you mean on the album when you say you either gonna be the dream MLK had or a nightmare?
I think it's self-explanatory. I think, I mean, you know,
It's
and that goes not just for me, but anybody. You know, either you gonna be, you know, the dream that MLK had. You know,
Kumbaya, peace, we all can get along.
I mean, nah, not really necessarily that voice or that spirit that pushes forward progression and inspires change. You know what I'm saying? Or you can get out here and, you know, use that same energy and those same efforts to become a nightmare.
Absolutely.
Can we talk about your role on VH1 The Breaks now? Just to switch gears for a second.
Sure.
You're
Go
playing
ahead.
an attorney?
Yeah,
That's why you got the suit on.
absolutely not,
He
bro.
just wears a suit. He's grown.
Why he can't just
So
wear
who's
a
messing with
suit?
you, man?
Suit.
Nah, man.
That's a shame. Just because.
I actually have a couple meetings I'm going to after
There we
this.
go.
There you go.
I thought it was for the Breakfast Club, but that's cool.
I mean, it can be here. Yeah, it was. I wore it here.
Listen, give me
So let's
another
talk-
year. I'm gonna do the same thing.
Shit,
That's
I
why
don't
I'm
see why
wearing the suit
not.
on my
Nah,
book
hey,
coat.
man, get what? I got somebody for you, man. Put you right in the game.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so let's talk about your role on the break. So you're playing an
Okay.
attorney. What kind of things did you have to study for that? Because I feel like you know the law pretty well.
Yeah, I mean, boom, boom,
That was a good one.
Look, you said she tried to get that
I
off.
was a little late.
You know
They
what
won't
I'm
let you
saying?
escape your past, Tip.
Nah, that's all good. I ain't tripping. But nah, I didn't really have to. That's something that comes natural for me.
I thought that was a nice casting, T.I. as a lawyer. Would you ever
Yeah.
play like a cop?
Yeah, I just played one in the movie with Jamie Foxx.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Now, is the T.I. and Tiny show coming back on TV?
We can. We may.
We may.
Yeah.
We need some black inspiration to show some black families, though.
We may.
Tell him
And me and
mind
his family
business
trying to
early.
do
This
a
is-
show
we
too.
might-
Go
That's
ahead and
why.
tell him mind his business early.
No,
Tip.
it's not time yet.
Okay.
We waiting for the follow-up.
I know where to go. I don't give a damn about it.
We waiting for the follow-up.
It wasn't the feeling I was feeling. See,
It's premature, Charlamagne.
Next question, Envy. What's next?
Let him get himself together. Go ahead.
I'm good.
You good? You good with that line of questioning? You want to go anywhere with that?
Just curious. I like
Okay.
the show. I was just curious.
All right. Okay.
Yeah, man.
Now one
Why
of the
wouldn't
lines.
it come back,
I was
Envy?
going to ask, how's the baby doing? I see you with the baby.
Oh,
How's the
man.
so
baby doing?
cute.
My baby girl is phenomenal, man. She's a wonder and a joy to behold. Yeah.
And you seem like a different person online and everything with her. Like, this is a happier T.I.
Man, she's definitely a joy. Like, you know what I mean? It's been an extreme pleasure from day one.
Do you appreciate this one more? Because like
no, I don't know. Say that.
Okay.
Kind of father say something like
This
that.
your favorite child?
You say
because I feel like that with my
man.
second daughter.
Seems like because it's the youngest, the baby, it's that whole new change.
A little
of
girl's just so
diapers.
different than little boys.
I got 2
so
girls. My
I
oldest is
love
8, but I
all
feel
my
like
children.
I feel like
love
I'm
all my children.
I'm more aware with this one.
Rank the children you love from it.
I mean, man, all of my children are just extreme blessings, and they make a different part of me better individually. Like, you know, dealing with each of them makes a different part of me better. You know what I'm saying? It's my oldest son's birthday, by the way. Messiah's birthday today.
How old is he?
He turned 17 today.
Wow.
Oh man, you got to buy him a Phantom.
man
Look at
now.
his car now. Look at his car.
Yeah, he got his car. He already got it.
What do you got?
Yeah, 96 Impala.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. That was my dream car when I was his age. You know what I'm saying?
That's all. That's the fast Impala, too.
That was my dream car.
Now, one of the lines you say on the album, you say, "If you shoot me and not them, you are not a G."
Right.
It seems to me you saying, you know, we quick to kill each other, but not the real enemy. Am I correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
That was it.
That was
Summed it up.
That was
Good
it.
interpretation.
That's it, man.
You know, people say, it'll be like, "Oh, T.I. trying to incite a riot." But
I ain't trying to incite no riot. I'm just saying, man. You know, don't be so quick to that's self-hate. You know what I'm saying? If you so quick to you know, to kill your brother, but you won't defend your community or your household or your family against, you know what I'm saying, something that really wants to extinguish you for real.
absolutely.
We were talking about diss tracks this morning, right? Because I don't know if you heard. Did you hear the Young Dolph diss track that he put out?
I didn't, man. I seen the single art cover, man.
And you was like, I'm not listening.
I don't have no. I just, you know, I appreciate both of them, and I just don't want to.
Right. No, we like both.
I'm not
Yo
gonna
Gotti.
perpetuate. I'm not gonna perpetuate
Right.
that because I know how that could go.
Especially right now. I
Yeah,
just
I'm
feel
not
like with
gonna
everything going
perpetuate.
on in America, it's like, I don't want to hear them brothers.
Because we were
I'm
talking
not
about
gonna
just
perpetuate.
everything in hip hop. Like there's been, you know, obviously diss tracks have always been part of hip hop as well.
Sure.
But when somebody comes at you like that, are you supposed to? Charlamagne said ignore it, but that's a hard thing
Right
to
now,
ignore.
you should ignore it. If I'm Gotti, I'm ignoring it right now.
I asked T.I., would he ignore it? You know
It's very
the answer.
difficult.
You talking to a
Very-
different T.I.
It's very
He still
difficult.
wouldn't ignore it.
'Cause-
Back then, he wouldn't ignore it. Go fight him.
It's very difficult. I can't say. You know what I mean? Because there are a lot of determining factors. You know, it depends on what was said on the record, you know, who it involves, the validity of these claims, you know what I'm saying? Like, it just depends. And what I got going on at the time, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's a time and a place for everything, you know, time for war, time for peace. And if I got things going on that would be impeded by some I guess negativity, if I go out there and entertain this too much, and this gets into the news or the headlines, and it interrupts business in other areas where I'm trying to break myself into, then it's just not a good time for me to make that play.
What made you reply the way you did back in the day? The various situations.
I just instinctively.
Yeah.
And just instinctively, without any thought or strategy applied to it, just smash on everything, go.
You still never revealed who I'm Talking to You was about.
Well, I mean, it was a process of elimination.
At the time, people thought it was Wayne.
No, it wasn't Wayne.
Well, I still don't know then.
It wasn't Wayne. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like, to be honest with you, like records like that, man, those they are truly anonymous. It's a lot of times I just be talking about the motherfuckers who I know be in the room hating on me when I ain't around. You know what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
Like cats who ask for a picture when they see you, then when you walk out, they talking shit when you leave. You know what I mean? So usually I be talking to those cats.
Absolutely.
Is Iggy still side to you?
Yeah.
How's she doing?
She doing as good as Iggy do.
Okay, so you still speaking on? She's still working. We're gonna get a new project this year.
She working? Yeah, she working. I don't know. I mean, listen. One thing I learned, man, is not to try and put no time on what she trying to do. I just let her move, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, in the hustle game, we have like a core group. You know what I'm saying? Then we got like extended family. and she extended family.
She do know time is fleeting though.
Hey, listen, man. She got her own plans, and I'm not holding my plans up, waiting on her, and I'm not trying to rush her plans to suit mine. You know what I mean? Let her do what she's doing, and if it ceases to be good for business, then she'll feel that in her pocket. And that would be the lesson.
And I was talking to another rapper. I was talking about how good the Us or Else project was.
Right on.
And he was
Thank
saying
you.
that nobody takes it serious because the transition was too fast. Like from the T.I. we know to the socially conscious.
But check it out, though. First of all, listen. Anybody who's ever had a conversation with me, I've been on shit for a while now. Like, you can go back to the new national anthem from the Paperwork Project. You can go, I have several records that it's just usually maybe like one on each album that addresses whatever's going on at the time. It's just that you rather hear about the money. You know, that's what you rather listen to, and those are the most successful records. But it's not about a transition for me. And I don't care who take what seriously. Don't just, man, nigga, listen to the music and appreciate the message or not. Like, I really don't care how you feel about me personally. That's of no interest to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then people always expect you to only be one way.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm a diverse individual. I can do, like, all of this shit is real. Everybody like, what is it? Is he a family man? Is he a trapper? Is he a tough guy? Is he a ladies man? I'm all of it, motherfucker. Now, what? You know what I'm saying? It's all real. You know what I'm saying? I beat your ass, kiss your girl, and go tuck my kids in. You know what I'm saying? Like, all of that shit is real. And then I show up and lead a march on the weekend. Like, I will. I do all that. It's all real. I know it's hard to believe. I know you probably ain't never really came in contact with somebody who can master all of these qualities the way I do and present and articulate myself with the vernacular that I have and still not compromise my integrity as a gangster. But it's real.
I always say that
it's real. I can't help it. This is me.
It's also the timing of
the fuck you want me to do?
This generation wouldn't have allowed Malcolm Little to become Malcolm X. For real. They'd have been holding on to his past so much. They'd be like, we don't want to hear him talk that talk now.
Yeah, man. I mean, man, hey, man. But the thing is, the reason that we are in a position is because something inside of us pushes us to a point where we show them, even against their best interest, what's right. Like, even against their better judgment, even if they say, nah, man, that ain't what it is. All right, well, we gonna push and we gonna keep pushing, and then finally you go, well, fuck it, I gotta roll with it now. You know what I'm saying? That's what we do. So I'm not staying up at night worrying about what the fuck y'all talking about. Y'all need to stay up at night worrying about what the fuck I'm talking about, because that is the pecking order. That's the way the shit goes.
I mean, and the truth of the matter is, Us or Else and the open letters that you did, the timing right now is something that is much needed. It kind of feels like you have to put it out there.
Somebody
got
to say it.
Yeah.
Right. I mean, I think that's, to me, man, I think that's the most important thing, that we have proper representation and the things that need to be done are being done, regardless of who is being done by. You know what I'm saying? It's just as long as the things that need to be done are being done. That's it, man.
Now, did Steve Harvey, any of those brothers reach out to you? Kanye, when you went at them, engaging?
And I ain't gonna see that's another thing. We can't
always, in a bad
way. But hear me out though. We can't necessarily always take the position of when we are correcting our own, even in a public forum, that is going at them.
He was just saying, don't be bamboozled.
Just making correction and bringing it to your attention. If you did not think of this already. You know,
so when you corrected them,
MLK the 3rd on your daddy's birthday, if you didn't think of this, if this didn't dawn on you, you know what I'm saying? I'm just gonna get ding, ding, ding. You know what I mean? Check this out, man. You know, this might be something that you should, take into consideration, because the shit looking crazy out here.
Have they reached out to you at all?
Nah.
Because we talk about, even on the album you said, and it's something that I always say, you got to judge a man by their motives, not their actions.
Well,
So if their motive was the betterment of black people.
Well, listen, man, the road to hell is paved with good intentions. You know what I'm saying? I mean, that's one perspective. I'm gonna go by what happens.
I think Kanye didn't even have a discussion. They just took a picture.
I can't speak for Kanye, but Jim Brown and Steve Harvey should have some cachet in the black community. They've done a lot.
I mean, yes. And anytime you are going in here and representing us, and it's not a fair representation, then we have the right to object. You know what I mean? I didn't feel represented. You know what I mean? When none of them people was in there, did I feel like I was represented properly?
Absolutely.
None of them people. I don't feel like none of them people went in there saying what I felt needed to be said or addressing the issues that I felt needed to be addressed. I don't feel that. You know what I'm saying? And I honestly I don't feel that any sincere meeting ends in a photo op and a press conference. You know what I'm saying? I think that people see that, you know, there's a lack of support in the African American communities. Okay, well, how do we gain more support there? Well, you know, let's get some people they like, and let's bring them in. Let's take a picture. Get them to say that I'm a good guy. The people that like them will listen to that, and they'll fall right in line. Like I mean, that shit is not even. It's not even advanced. Like that shit is simple pawn pushing. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. And
I just think that we gotta be a little more. We gotta be a little more conscious than that.
How do you deal? And this is totally left. Because this is from a father, right? How do you deal with your daughter dating? Like what is that like? How do you? I don't know how.
Man,
you can't have guns no more.
Man, you kind of. She got uncles. I mean, man, to be honest with you, I just kind of look at it like, look, bro, as long as you're around, man, and if she happy with you, I'm gonna be happy with you. But don't think we gonna be cool like when y'all ain't cool. You know what I mean? Just know that.
What does he got to call you though? Can you walk in the house and be like, Tip?
I mean, nah, that ain't gonna happen.
What is he
Mr. Harris?
I don't even know what do bro call me. I don't know.
It better be sir.
I don't know.
Sir.
Something
Mr.
like
Harris.
that.
Hey, sir.
King? Hello, Mr. King. How are you?
Yeah, it's probably sir.
Sir, it gotta be sir.
Yeah.
But that's weird,
Hey,
sir.
T.I. ain't paying him no attention.
I mean, nah, he's a good guy though.
Because
Now, what if
he's
he
a young
came?
guy,
What if he
you a
came
young
to
guy.
you and said, "I want to be a rapper"? Can I?
No, hell no. Man,
What if he's good?
No. I mean, man, listen, man. I don't want no parts of it. I don't want no parts of it, man.
So you don't want your daughter dating a rapper? Or you just don't want
Hey,
him?
man, hey, look, man, it ain't. I don't want to. I don't want to out the
think about
house.
this.
To be honest with you, yeah. I don't even want to talk. What else y'all got to talk about?
Now, you know,
I don't want to talk about this.
We
But
talk
he's
about-
a good guy though. He's a nice kid.
Now we talking about judging people by their motives and not their actions, and you always got the superhero thing going on. You save people off buildings.
Don't listen.
You
Man.
save people out of cars. And I heard a story, an urban legend. You can dispel that.
Okay.
The urban legend was that after Hurricane Katrina, there was a lot of displaced people in New Orleans, and they was kind of terrorizing the city. So you and Young Thug came to the defense of the city and kind of held the city down. That's what I heard.
What you mean come to defense? You gotta explain.
He came to the defense of the city.
Ran through New Orleans and made sure everybody's doing what's right?
They weren't in New Orleans. They was in Atlanta.
Oh, I
They
mean,
were-
ran through
Jesus
Atlanta.
Christ.
I thought you said
They
New
were
Orleans.
refugees.
He said they were displaced.
Oh, he said displaced. I missed the displaced
Yeah.
part.
Man, listen. This is all I will say. There was a time in Atlanta referred to as the Bloody Summer, and you know, there were some acts that needed to be addressed, and there were certain people in the city who would stand up, and others who did not.
And
That's all I'm gonna say.
And they said that was the reason you went and got that artillery. That you had to hold the city
Damn,
down.
I
Charlamagne.
don't know nothing
I
about
think
it.
this
You
is a
don't know
good
nothing
story.
about that.
And that's how Young Thug became Young Thug in the street.
I mean, I ain't confirming none of this. What you saying? I've said all I'm gonna say.
My good. All right, now, did you watch the New Edition biopic?
Man, I was in Canada. They didn't have. I saw like clips on Instagram, but I didn't get the chance to watch it in its entirety.
And they just announced that Nas is going to be doing something
That's gonna be
based on.
dope.
So I'm wondering,
That's gonna be dope.
has anybody approached a young T.I. about doing something based on his earlier interesting life?
Man, yeah, man, but it was like years ago. I think it was Craig Callman and Idris Elba. They hit me and said they wanted to do something. It was years ago. And it was, you know, it would have been like the same way they doing the Nas story, about my life up until the time, you know what I'm saying, that I got signed. And I mean that's a cool. I mean it's a hell of a story. It's a lot of shit going on.
I bet.
A lot of it.
Is it something you would really entertain?
Yeah, I would, especially now. You know what I'm saying?
You don't think it's too early though? I mean, you
nah, man.
You old by rap standards, but you're still a young man.
I am, but I'm ready to get the hell out of here though.
Yeah,
I'm ready to get.
You mean
out
the rap game?
Yeah, I got like I got this next album. And I got 3 more albums in my head already conceptualized. Mm-hmm. Once I get them out, I'm done.
What happened to the project with Jeezy?
Yeah, we still doing it. We still, he just put his project out. I'm about to put mine out. Mm-hmm. We've been doing records in the you know what I'm saying, between time.
What's the tempo of the next albums? I guess the tone.
Well, the first one
you be around T.I., you be wanting to use big words. I'm like,
did it work out?
What the next album feel like? I'm trying to find a good word.
Tempo. Yeah, man, the sentiment.
No, I wouldn't have thought of that.
You wouldn't mind that. But I mean, direction.
Direction.
Yeah. The next one is more like trap music. You know what I'm saying? It's trap music 2017. You know what I mean? And the one after that, it's gonna be, more like a, love as it pertains to a dope boy.
Mm.
You know what I mean? And the one after that, that's my final album. It's called Kill the King.
Mm. Wow.
Yeah. The last album is Kill the King. Simply because, you know what I'm saying, ever since my first album, I put the title of King of the South on me, and to make yourself the king is to make you a target, and in chess the object is to kill the king. So, Kill the King would be my final project. Will they kill him, or will he, ride into the sunset happily ever after?
Do you even think about stuff like that? Do you think about?
Of course I do. Did you hear the name of my last album?
Yeah. Jesus Christ.
Of course I do.
So do you have like a something planned out, like how they took Shorty Low over the
what you doing,
flame?
Man? What do you mean?
Yeah.
Wait a minute. How does that apply to the conversation?
No, I said, I asked you, do you think about your untimely demise?
Do I have my funeral planned out?
Yeah.
I picked my suit out. That's about it.
Yeah.
You picked your suit out already?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, that's about it.
But that's a little thinking to the now, because you might get bigger when you get older.
Well, between now and then, I'd have to pick a new suit.
Yeah.
Now this is an awkward conversation. Not the daughter conversation. This is an awkward conversation.
Awkward.
You picture
This is an album called Kill the King coming.
I wanted to talk about the love from the perspective of the Dope Boy album.
Okay, yeah.
You know, Angela,
well, that's gonna be a nice one.
Angela, you love the Dope Boy.
That's gonna be like an album full of why you want us, and
we like that.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. It's an album full of just appreciation records to women. Mm-hmm. From Boy Meets Girl to, Girl Breaks Boy Heart to Boy Breaks Girl. You know what I'm saying? However, that entire ride, the good, the bad, the indifferent.
And then they get back together. And then they work everything out.
I mean, it's
see
all
what she doing, right?
It's all. I guess.
Then they have a baby girl. Then they break up. Then they get back together, and they live happily ever after.
You got something you want to ask me?
No, I'm just talking about his album because I'm sure it's reflective of his life.
All right.
I mean, it's gonna be a good album.
All right.
It's gonna be dope. Music is good.
Now, on the other else, you say you feel like you're getting soft in your old age. Do you really feel that way?
I mean, I have. You know what I'm saying? That's
You just told us you beat somebody ass and then go lead a march.
I mean, I would, but it's gonna take more for me to do it today than it would yesterday.
Look, you and Tiny can't break up. Y'all gotta be together forever, man. That's the sentiment in the room.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna be honest with you. I really thought Angela Yee was gonna be the first one to break because she's a woman and all. I just feel like that's something a woman should be
black
saying.
love. They gotta stay together
But,
forever. I'm just putting that out there.
You ever feel embarrassed when other light-skinned men get so feminine? being that you don't carry yourself in that manner, do you ever?
Man, we all brothers.
Okay.
We all brothers. We got to accept our differences and love each other through no matter what.
Yeah.
That's how I feel.
All right.
Yeah, man.
Well, we appreciate you, T.I., for joining us.
Hey, man, I appreciate y'all, man.
And y'all gotta stay together, T.I. Forever and ever and ever and ever.
You really embarrassing yourself. You got sons, man.
Hey, man. So, Yee, what's going on, man? What's this Rest in Power book?
This is Trayvon Martin's parents wrote this book.
Okay, that's dope.
Yes.
So
Sabrina and Tracy.
Right on. They really going into politics?
They said they were asked a question about that,
right.
And they said they haven't really thought it out and researched it yet, but it is something they would consider, especially having gone through the whole tragic situation with their son.
Man, that's amazing. I think that's awesome.
Now, before we leave, do you have a message to just Black America or America in general before we leave?
I mean, man, just
what should we be doing right now?
Just stick together. You know what I mean? Stick together and let's start figuring this shit out. You know, organize and unify.
And I like how T.I. leads by example. Let's stick together. Let's spread love.
Yeah, we're going to spread love.
There you have it.
We're going to spread love, man. Why y'all so somber, man? What's wrong? What's the dead air?
Because they really want to ask you about Tiny.
No, we already did. He said mind your business.
I mean, man, yeah, man, you business.
I just want to say I love that she put it out there that they not going nowhere. She's
see what I'm saying?
That's what
she's been wanting to say since the interview
started.
started.
I like that. That's just me.
Man, we appreciate our privacy during these tough times. Thank you guys for respecting it. You know what I'm saying? We really do. It's Messiah's birthday. He's turning 17.
And shout out to our girl Tiny. We love you. T.I. loves you.
There you go.
Man, Us or Else is out now. Y'all need to go check that project out, man.
And my oldest daughter, she has a makeup line.
Oh, I saw her lipstick. I saw you posted it.
Yeah, she has a makeup line.
She's a beautiful young lady.
She is a beautiful young lady.
You at that point in your life where you can't even do an interview yourself without advertising everything else. Unless you're going to hear from her.
Damani got a new single out.
You heard? Why you ain't shot my record out, Dad?
Damani is working on a new project. Have you heard his project, man? He getting a little, some checks here and there.
Really?
He got to pay taxes this year.
He doing shows and stuff too?
Yeah.
Videos and everything.
Yeah, he going on up through there.
Yeah. I can't listen to that. That'll make me feel old. That'll really make me feel old.
Damani got
I was listening to I'm Serious and In the Street mixtape. Now I'm listening to T.I.'s Sun Rap. Nah, bruh. My goodness. Nah, I'm going to hold off on that one.
I guess that's his struggle, man. You know what I'm saying? That's something he gonna have to, that's a plight he got to fight.
Absolutely.
Right on.
And when does the break start?
The breaks, I think, is sometime this month, if I'm not mistaken. February or something.
Okay.
You know what I mean? I was going to tell you I appreciate the support, man, for Trans League.
Man, he go hard.
Yeah.
He got a project coming out?
Yeah, well, actually he has one already out. It's called Mind All Over the Place.
That's it's online?
Yeah.
I got to get in tune.
It's online everywhere. It's on Tidal.
Okay.
You know what I mean? I'm going
to listen to that today. He go hard.
And wherever else you go listen to your music, but I prefer you go to Tidal for it.
There you go.
Yeah.
You got part ownership in that, right?
Yeah, he put out his album. The album was exclusively on Tidal.
So that deal Jay-Z did the other day, we was wondering about that.
What about it?
Did the other owners of Tidal get a piece of that $200 million too?
It's actually a $600 million evaluation. The $200 was for a third, which makes the company evaluation $600 million.
Right.
Got you.
And yes, the proper percentages break down as it pertains to that $600 million.
There you go.
That means he got some bread.
Yeah, T.I. vocabulary is man.
What did I say?
No.
And you can't say man.
You're right.
What did I say, man?
But he makes you want to speak better. He does.
You know what?
And if you follow him on Instagram, he does do a word of the day. So.
Word of the week.
A word of the week.
Because everyone, when you say word of the day, somebody called me today and then tomorrow.
Sorry,
and then
word of the week.
Yes.
Word of the
So what's today's week?
Well, last week.
What's today's word of the week?
Last week was omnipotent.
Mm-hmm.
And this, what was it?
I remember the week.
Egregious.
I know what both of those mean.
This week is egregious.
Egregious means disgusting. Like Mike Pence's tweet that he put out about Black history was egregious.
Yeah.
What's omnipotent, Charlamagne?
Everywhere.
No.
It's not?
No.
Oh, that's omnipresent.
No, what?
What's God?
Omnipotent. Well, it's of unlimited power.
Powerful.
Omnipotent.
So same thing everywhere.
Now, you said everywhere. That doesn't necessarily mean powerful. That means like vast.
Everywhere, yeah. Okay, well you're right. Omnipotent.
Yeah, omnipotent.
God is omnipotent.
And then the first one, I didn't put it up on my IG, but it's apoplectic.
I don't know what that means. Now you made that.
What's that one?
No, I did.
He made it up.
See, so you can do stuff like that when you're in the room with people that you're smarter
What you think?
than.
What would you guess it means if you could
what would you guess?
It's an Apple product. This is an
Nah.
iPhone. It's a new iPhone.
That's the thing.
It's a new iPhone or something. That's what that is.
Now, apoplectic is enraged beyond the ability to speak. You know, like when you was a kid and your mama say, "What?"
Yeah.
That's apoplectic.
Got you.
Wow.
Yeah.
You should call every week when you do the word and do it live on air so people understand.
You know what, man? I don't have a problem. I usually go on IG Live and do it, man.
Well, I'm glad T.I. didn't get apoplectic with us this week.
Nah, man, why would I?
Because you're omnipotent.
Yeah. Listen, hey, don't be egregious.
There you have it. It's T.I. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning.
The Breakfast Club. Every weekday morning. Tune in